Hi everyone. So this is this is going to be part 8. It's actually the division of, I think I started dividing from part 5, 6 and 7. I'm sure this is 8 of it, of the same reading, or 6, 7 and 8. You'll be able to tell. You'll see that I finished the reading, but then I didn't feel I cleared my channel, and it was kind of like I still have something to say. So I sat back down, asked whatever I was called to ask. You can probably see why I've divided them, because I was feeling the energy quite intense. And you can probably see that as well in my next upload on part 7 of Nicola Bully. And that's probably why I'm not all chirpy, I forget. And I try to ring my bell so that I can break it, but because I also not only just very clear cognizance, very clear sentient, as well as psychic abilities. And just clear cognizance is just knowing. So this one dives in a couple of questions. It's not a long one, but it's just to let you know that's what happens. And you can tell that I was more or less finished the reading, tied my hair, wanted to get on and heard of my clients later that day, and it was kind of like, sit back down. So that's what I did. After this one though, I'm going to give you my 2 cents on this story, and also why it's probably a bit difficult to pin down. I think you can tell from what I've been stating in the reads, and I felt it from the start, especially when I said about the crown chakra. If you caught that at the beginning of the reads, and this is why I say look at all the parts. It's not because I want you to do, it's just not for the views. I mean, I've not got many subscribers for the amount of work I've done. It just seems impossible to break the YouTube algorithm, and I don't, you know, this is my work, and it just is, yeah, it's very difficult. So it's not necessarily going to do anything for me. But it takes you on a trip, and you can see how it moves, and you also get the signs and the initials and everything I get between when I tap out to just focus energy in onto Maddie. I've been uneasy about some of the cards, and yeah, you can probably see I've clearly indicated why there might be a difficulty on this, but I will give my 2 cents, and then I want to get into, probably ask a question very similar. On what we've already asked, and probably why it's difficult to get through this as well. Through on this, not only because what I believe about the case, but also because the way Maddie comes through, if she does come through. So that's that, but I just wanted to give this intro back into it. It's actually not recorded at the same time, but as soon as you click, you'll see that you can tell the energy. I still feel it's very intense because I didn't like some of the cards I was getting and the energy I was feeling. Going back to the crown chakra, if you got the other parts, when I said a few, you know, more than a few months ago, it came to me that I need to read on Maddie, and like I said, I didn't know much about it. I'd seen it in the news, you know, about a girl gone missing, and then I was getting everyone's head, everyone's voice apart from mine, and just tapping in. And when I was getting ready to, before I went, basically in July, I had some travel and stuff like that to do for work purposes and visits across country, nothing else, but it wasn't a time that I could do it. But prior to that, I had, when I was getting ready to, and I mentioned this in the parts, and that's why, you know, like I said, it's good to check the parts, a full day where I could not, major crown activation, major headache taking over me. And I said that it could be due to obviously a hit to Maddie's head, but there was another reason why I didn't say it. why I felt that that was happening, and I think it was not to voice. So just tie that in with some of the cards we've got, and a stopping from trying to voice things. So yeah, so we'll get into part 8. You'll see this now. Kick off with some cards. I think I do elaborate as much as I can. Obviously, when I set up Patreon or members only, that's a different story. There'll always be the YouTube, but it'll be a totally different story. Now, when I was getting ready to do this interlude, it was kind of like, Maddie wants you to pull a card. And I was like, okay, it's strange because usually I need to really tap into her energy. It's a bit different from Nicola, or where Nicola, I can feel, you know, I don't need to, she might just tap into the read as I'm starting to pull up cards, but Maddie needs a bit more. And she's held back, and I think it's for reason that I've been stating in the readings. So I found it, I was like, okay, that must be from Maddie, because I wasn't even thinking. So I pulled a card, and it says, replenish, the sun will rise and we will try again. And I feel like this is a message ready ahead of part 8, where I said I'm going to give my 2 cents on it, but also maybe a message of where I have taken, you know, although I've done the readings and they have been done, because you can see that from part 6 and 7 that part 8 would have been done the same day. I have taken a break, but it was very intense. But that's what we've got. Whether it's, you know, in your life, or whether it's for this case, the sun will rise and we will try again. And I think some of us actually need that today. We might be feeling a bit discouraged. I've checked the moon phase today, because actually I felt like it is a bit heavy. It's a weird day. But then some of us might be feeling the forward momentum that we're moving into as well. So that's what we got from Maddie. Replenish, and the sun will rise to try again. Yeah, I'll discuss about her energy as well, because, you know, one thing with souls is that they don't stay young, but I think she is, I think there's still a young girl there, which makes it hard to tap into, obviously. So enjoy part 8. Part 8, yeah? Part 8? I'm getting confused with part 7 for Nicola. Part 8. And I'll go into part 9 and give my 2 cents. My 2 cents on Nicola's in part 7, because I couldn't hold it again. Again, you might feel that I'm a bit... It might feel like it's a bit serious, because I do take it serious. But don't get caught up in that. It's because I feel it, and there is disappointment there that I was feeling, not only from Nicola, but I felt there's major disappointment, and you'll understand why. So see what you think of this next part. Again, some cards that I'm not surprised to pick up on. I've got some more questions in part 8, and then I'll be giving my 2 cents. Or I'll give my 2 cents and then pull the cards. And yeah, that's it. So anyone who's subscribed, thank you for your support. Anyone who hasn't and you resonate with the readings, if you wish to subscribe, welcome. I welcome you and love for you to subscribe and support the channel. And upcoming, by the way, there's an intuitive energy check-in on Britney Spears. I probably need to upload it before, again, something else. But I think she's doing okay. I think she's doing okay, but I'll tell you why in the reading, why I've done that energy check-in. I've been wanting to do it for about 8 months. And let me know if there's anything else you want me to do an intuitive read. Also let me know, because I'm thinking about doing September predictions with a little bit of other predictions, just in general, without a time frame coming up. If you're interested in that, let me know. I would like, when the channel grows, for those to be actually live, because it then will be interactive, where you can tell me what you've heard as well and ask me questions. But again, if you've got questions, let me know in the comments and I can raise them to the cards, or I can answer them directly. So have your cuppa and have a bicky or a cookie, depending where you're from and if that's your thing with a cuppa. And enjoy this part 8. Take care and bye for now. Hi everyone. Part 7. I have a question. This is for the angels, spirit guides, and Maddie if she's wishing to come through. I'm going to pull 4 cards on the top, 3 cards from this deck, and the rest of the right seers. 4 cards from the bottom. Dear spirit guides, can I please know where Maddie's body is right now? Maddie, if you wish to let me know as well. Can I please know where Maddie's body is? Physical body is. Can you please know where Maddie's physical body is, please? Should I take this? No. Take that. Okay. Take that. Okay. I can't see them, they're down at the moment. First one, Cathedral of Light, Stubborn. Number 5, Stubborn Attitudes, Ascending Love, Olive Branch Artistry. 36, Well-being, Self-Perseverance, Service to Spirit, Youthful Experience. It was a youthful experience, wasn't it? She was very young. And this is where I said I want to talk about her soul contract and her journey now. Seems like it's something that she also wants to do. There's 2 swans in this card, which is very interesting, again representing lovers. The Cathedral of Light, number 5. Number 5 being change. But 1 second about the Cathedral of Light. I just want to confirm what I say. Cathedral of Light, is that her, you know, this is stubborn, that, you know, there will be something that's found? Interesting. I feel like they might have the Cathedral of Light, so I wonder if, do you know when you tell your sins to a pope and then at the cathedral, but they can't see who you are? So this is about being open to where she could be, and as well as the Cathedral of Light is just as you might imagine, a beautiful building filled with glorious colours and resonating pure vibrational light energy, lifting the heaviest and darkest energies when you sit within its beautiful peace. So I think she's in a place where it's actually a peaceful place that you will go to connect. It could be religious, or it could be you know, like an isolated place you go for peace in nature. It's interesting because behind it, I'm getting like the trees and the plants, and behind it is the sun. If you remember the Death and Rebirth card, the sun that shines down. Okay, let's get more cards. Can I please have spirit guides? Maddie, where is your body right now? Where is your body? Where is your body? Where's your body? That Knight of Wands. Where's your body? Knight of Wands. Ten of Cups. Queen of Cups. Five of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. I think it's a place, there's water, but I think it's exactly what you know, like I said, there's rubble around before you get to the water. I think she's actually quite immersed. And this is the water, the Queen of Cups. She's quite immersed inside. This is also water and a boat. And then there's the rubble is what you can actually walk on. This is the rubble as well. Obviously I need to connect pictures from Portugal, because I don't even know, like, you know, when I think of the holiday resort, I think of a beach and then going down to the sea, but I'm getting that there's rubble, you know, this kind of like before you get to the sea or the water area, there's rubble, there's the trees that we saw in the Death and the Rebirth, not significantly palm trees, but similar to those odd trees that we would see. And by rubble I mean not like sandy beach, it's like a bit rocky, but then there is some greenery, and I feel like she's quite immersed. Can I have an angel? Rochelle, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. I don't even know why I picked these cards up, but green, it's a mix of like greenery, there's a bit of greenery somewhere, so probably the trees, the rubble, which might have a little bit of greenery, but there's like a sandy rubble area. She's quite immersed. There is water around. This was not really the right deck to pick up. I'm going to try and connect to these cards a bit more. I just want to pull from this deck. Yes, yes, yes. Somewhere where it's warm, okay? The weather is very pleasant. It's not harsh weather. It's not like extremely freezing or hot. It's a warm, you know, warm climate that makes you feel happy in it. You know, you're not like frozen or too hot, humid, which I think Portugal might be that climate. Can I have a spirit animal to help us with the location of Maddie's body, please? This Queen of Cups comes out quite often. Again, it feels like there's a portal around it. Portal of protection around it. A portal of protection not to find the body. Yeah, I cannot. This also says she's quite immersed. If you see, there's the mountain rubbles that we saw in the Death and Rebirth. I wonder if she's more in a water pit next to the sea, as opposed to, because you're not going to dump a body right at the shore, are you? It's going to be found. Elk, nobility, celebrate your accomplishments, humility. So yes, see, there's the there's water here, there's a mountain, there's greenery, and there's water stream. So The jaguars in like, again, greenery, but also here we've got like, it's kind of like rubbly, isn't it? Maddie, can I please know what injuries you sustained? What injuries did you sustain? I also feel there's a portal here. Can you see around the cathedral? Around at the top is just kind of protected. It's interesting, is holding a red and black wand. Remember what I said about red and pink? Red and pink. Can't lie with what I bring through. Red and pink. Check part 3 or 4. Let's see what injuries you sustained, my dear. Growth. So obviously heartache, heart stop. It's also telling me, you know, like greenery around confusion. She was confused. This is the crown chakra. Can you remember I was having crown activation? Root chakra. Disrooted from her physical body. Confused why it happened. Resisting to leave. The red, acceptance. Is this related to blood? Solar plexus. Facade. Facade is also solar plexus. Before I just say something else, I just want to check. This is about healing your inner child with the growth, which is very much what I keep getting. You know, it's healing that inner child growth. It's about, and then we've got joy. It's about recovery. It's about where you've dissociated with yourself, you know, with the confusion. Childhood pain, maybe of what happened, the confusion, and then trying to accept it, to liberate oneself. As you can see, the questions don't get answered directly. Maddie, please can you show me directly? I think I need to meditate and connect to this energy. What happened? What injuries did you sustain? There was 4 cards that were hanging to block out, that's why. What injuries did you sustain? It's about the message of transcendence and healing, which is the whole reason I'm doing this reading. It just shows why it came through. Magician. What injuries did you sustain? Magician. This tells me it is possibly to the head. You know, with the crown chakra activations as well. And the Magician card. You know, because he's got that infinity on his head as well. Swords is the mental plane. The colours are like light, like crown chakra. There's confusion. Maybe she bumped her head and she was confused. There was internal. Yeah, and that's how she was the end of the chapter. When she was liberated into her new chapter. the end of something and she was liberated into a new chapter. You see on her dress, red like thread, this Magician card. I wonder if they tried to I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. And as always, a bit dissatisfied from what happened. Final message from Maddie, please. Let's put these ones back. Final card for us, Maddie, before we tune in on the next one. Beautiful card. Swans, it's the Lovers, red and pink. Remember what I said about red and pink. She had to just accept what happened. The acceptance tells me there was blood surrounding her. Maybe ask the question again, Zaina. Death and rebirth card at the bottom. Again, red and pink, very significant. Final message, Maddie. Final message. Final message for this part. Final message, Maddie. Thank you to the spirit guides, angels, people of light, angels of light, universe, spirit angels, all of the light, and Maddie. Maddie, your final message for us. The world and the devil. The world, the other part of the world as we are, the people that are in the world, but the other part of the world, it's the greens, the blues. It feels like a portal of the water. So, you know, looking in the UK for an abduction is probably not going to be it, but coming to an end of a chapter of discovery, breaking the attachment to the devil that is attached to this, that's not allowing it to be accomplished cycle. An accomplished cycle that can be reflected, where she can also be liberated and move beyond this for her soul purpose. And that's just channeled through to me. It's interesting, her dress is, you know, you can see the pale blue moving into blue, and then we get lighter. And if we look in the right part of the world, we're probably going to find more things. I'm going to do in my next reading what I actually think is going to happen. I think I mentioned I don't think it's going to be the police that find it if it comes to a close. Liberating from being addicted to the story, actually helping, detaching from the dark energy that is holding this in place, holding it not being resolved. I feel like this is also a message to let go of the narrative and come and speak the truth. Liberate yourself and liberate everyone around. And the other message I'm getting is that there might be an addiction to cope with this. You can imagine who, but also to disconnect from the energies that are actually protecting this. Look at that star in the middle, protecting it from coming to light. connecting back to your soul and your heart, helping this story come to a close so Maddie can be liberated. And it doesn't mean, like I said, she doesn't necessarily want harm, but I think she does feel, I think there's a healing that needs to happen, because obviously it's probably not easy. And I don't think it's something that's easy to always be brought up in the news either. I don't think it's liberating for her. And like I said, I think there's a soul purpose that we might need to discuss as well. So let's break away from this energy of the devil. 1 and 5 is 6. 2 and 1. Sorry everyone, the camera just shut off. 2 and 1 is 3, the completion. I've mentioned about 3 years, Saturn return. Maybe there's an epiphany there. If you don't know what's the Saturn return I'm referring to for 2 individuals, check the other parts. Number 3 again. I can't lie with the significance of the number. Detaching from the darkness to reveal the light, to reveal the truth. And then that completion comes through. I also feel like he's in some sort of water, and there's also like something around him, which can be significant. We've seen like the 4 of Swords are nesting around. I'm going to leave it there. See you in our next one. And I think the next intuitive read, we're going to start on our next spirit that needs some healing or clarity. It might just be that, you know, it's exactly how it is announced in media or whatever. And if that's the case, there won't be several parts, because it's not about what's going to get publicity and so we just go into some random stories. It's about being true. That's what it is. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed this. Take care. Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. Catch up on all the parts. And let me know if you want more content of something in particular. Take care and bye for now.